When you were little, you maybe loved animals. Meet Carmen. He loved his pet dog, Oso. Carmen grew up to actually work with animals for his job. Carmen is a wildlife veterinarian. A wildlife veterinarian is a doctor who can take care of wild animals. Wild animals are types of animals that live in nature, like these monkeys. Right now, Carmen works on a team with other scientists to help endangered wild animals. Endangered animals are animals that do not exist in large numbers anymore, like orangutans. For example, there were over 230 orangutans living in the wild 100 years ago. Now there are only 104,000. Carmen's team is trying to save the endangered jaguar. Currently, there are only 15,000 remaining jaguars in the world. To save an endangered animal, Carmen and his team need to understand how the animal lives in the wild. For example, they need to learn what and when it eats, where it sleeps, and how far the animal travels. That way, they can understand why jaguars are endangered and what they need to do to try to help them. Carmen's team decides to place a special collar on an endangered jaguar. The collar will have a camera on it and a radio. The collar will allow Carmen's team to gather information about where jaguars eat and sleep and where they travel. After putting the camera collar on the jaguar, the team collects data about how the jaguar lives. Carmen was in charge of learning about what the jaguar eats. He watched videos of the jaguar from the collar and writes down the types of animal it hunts. This jaguar eats so many types of animals, such as armadillos, deer, capybara, which is a type of rodent, and pecaries, which is a type of pig. After a couple of weeks of collecting data, Carmen will present information to his team about what he has learned about feeding habits of the jaguar. He will also share his ideas on how to save the jaguar. In his presentation, Carmen points out that for the jaguar to be healthy, the plants of the jungle need to be healthy too. This is because even though the jaguar only eats animals, many of the animals it does eat get their food from plants. Plants make food using sunlight. Animals like deer and the peccary eat the plants, which give them all of the energy they need to grow. Then, the jaguar eats those animals for its energy. In other words, without the sunlight and plants, the jaguar has no food. Carmen said one of the problems causing the jaguar to be endangered was people cutting down nearby plants. Without the jungle plants, the animals the jaguar eats cannot survive. Carmen said they have to find a way to stop people from cutting down the jungle. Now it's time for you to go on an adventure and be a wildlife veterinarian. Which endangered animal will you help save?